We have CEOs of insurance companies and broking firms in this room. Congratulations for coming to Zanzibar. And we have Tiba management here together with us. And finally, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, let me say that I'm equally excited and so much feel privileged to be invited to speak to this important conference. I think I will not be doing justice if I don't recognize my friend Amit from Lloyd's of London. Amit, can you stand up, please? This conference has all the features. It has all the features of the international, qualities. Because if you bring Lloyd's to Zanzibar, I think you have brought the world, to Zanzibar, isn't it? Thank you, Amit. You can take your seat. So, ladies and gentlemen, I just wanted to start by saying I'm really impressed, and I want to congratulate Tiba for the good job that they are doing to take our industry to the next level. And you have full support from my office, and I look forward to continuing doing much in terms of the synergy and collaboration that we have formed between Tiba and Tira. I've been asked in the next 25 minutes or so to speak on a topic that we call the need for excellence. I didn't choose this topic. This topic was given to me. And if you are given a topic, you either do justice to it or you don't. And basically, we are trying to shape the future of our insurance industry in Tanzania alongside the lines of excellence. And I'll try to define excellence to start with so that this thing is not working. Okay, it's working. What is excellence? Excellence can be simply defined as the quality of being extremely good. If we reach a point whereby the broking industry, the insurance industry, everyone in this industry is extremely good, then we can say we have attained excellence. So when we say that we are shaping the future of insurance industry in Tanzania towards excellence, meaning it means that we are making this industry to become extremely good. And that is the topic that I'm supposed to cover in the next 25 minutes. The presentation outline is given in the format of Part 1, Part 2, and Part 3. The Part 1 covers the role of an insurance broker in the Tanzania market. Part 2 will cover lessons not learned in insurance broking. I believe there are lessons that we learn, but there are lessons that once you become a broker, you stop learning these lessons. And that is something that I will spend time on. Then I will emphasize the need for risk management in insurance broking. And I will ask a question, is insurance broking in Tanzania still a good name? I will conclude and I will talk a little bit on our way forward, the way I see it. Brokers are mainly active in the general insurance business, and I think starting from year 2013, you can compare the business that was done by the broker to the total business that was done by everyone in the industry, in the general insurance side. And if you take the red line to be the business that comes by the hand of a broker or through the hand of a broker compared to the blue line, you can see that much of the business that we do, this is the blue line, which is the total business done by insurers, agents, and everyone, including brokers. And this is the brokers alone. And the classes that are mainly, let me start here. If you look at these graphs, the picture you get is that without brokers, there isn't much that we could have done in the engineering side. Without brokers, there isn't much that we could have done in the marine side, because it seems all the business came through the brokers. Aviation equally, oil and gas equally. Motor shows that the trend of the business follows what the brokers are doing, although there is some business that did not come through the broker's end. But the trend is that if you look at this graph generally, you find that brokers are mainly involved in the motor business and some health business. In other markets, this business is what we call personal lines. This is not business that brokers normally engage into. This is business that normally people will sell on the internet. This is business that agents will do. But in Tanzania, this is the main business for brokers, as you see it here, motor. So that tells you that there is something that we need to do if we need to attain the excellence we are talking about. Our brokers, majority of them, are still selling the products that would have been sold on the internet, products that would have been sold by agents, because these are what we call personal lines. And this is what is being sold by brokers. So when we talk about brokers accounting for about 60% of our business in Tanzania, we are simply saying if we introduce personal lines selling or selling insurance on the internet, for instance, then the brokers will be out of their job, because this is insurance that is normally sold. And if you talk about this insurance, you're talking about mainly third-party covers, because they are sold by law. These are compulsory covers, and therefore it isn't much needed that our brokers could be engaged in generating new business, new lines of business, specialized lines of business, and taking us that much far. These are the figures, they are speaking for themselves. The trend for 2014 was the same. The trend for 2015 in general business was the same, up to 2015 in general business. When it comes to life business, the difference here is that when we started 3 years ago to do more seriously group life and some individual life business, you find that brokers were not involved. But gradually, brokers started getting involved, especially in the group, life business. And in 2015, they have started to shy away again from the group life business. So that is it. You cannot come up with a clear picture and explain the trend, at least in those 3 years, to see exactly what brokers are thinking about. But in other markets, brokers sell pensions, they sell annuities, they sell group life covers, they sell Cayman insurance, businesses, all those strong, policies, which is not the case here. Brokers seem not to be interested. They are interested mainly in motor and some other little businesses. What are the lessons that a broker will never learn?